business of owning rental income property, then it's really important for you to understand what asset protection is all about and how it impacts you if you're in that business, because there's 40 million lawsuits that are filed in the United States every year. It's only getting worse. 95% of the entire world's lawsuits occur right here in our great country. And so it's a real issue. And you know, we speak here at our firm, our experts, to a ton of property owner groups all across the country, California Apartment Association, Texas, San Francisco, and on and on and on. And we see the hair on fire situations, and it's just out of control today. People are going for it. And so we see a big growth in mold claims, for example, that are leading to multi-million-dollar lawsuits against the landlord, and they're losing. We also see just unforeseen incidents, and tenants are going for it. So you need to look into limited liability company. It just is a best practice when you're owning property, whether you're flipping property, you're buying and holding. But the issue with limited liability companies, and what our experts talk about here, is that people make mistakes with these all the time. What you need to be focused on is, first of all, when you set one up, you need to choose the proper jurisdiction. Just because your property, let's say, is in California, doesn't mean you need to use a California LLC. You can choose another jurisdiction, Delaware, Nevada, that has more favorable asset protection rules and laws for the LLC. And so you really need to understand the different impact for the different states when it comes to setting up your LLC. So that's a really important decision. And then, are you going to have a multi-member LLC or a single member LLC? There are big differences between the two. You need to understand that. And also, your operating agreement is a huge component, because if you get attacked, and that's the whole reason you set up the limited liability company, is in case something happens, right? I mean, that's why you have it. And so we know when something happens, or if it happens to you, you get attacked, unforeseen liability, they're going to pick apart your LLC. They're going to go for it. They're going to look at your operating agreement. They're going to want to see it. And if you're making mistakes with that, or if you don't have asset protection provisions built into the operating agreement, which is what we do here, one of our experts really drafted our own proprietary operating agreement, then if you're making mistakes with that, then you're toast. You're done. And so that's an important part. Also, the maintenance of your LLC. There's some things to do, not earth-shattering, laborious stuff, but you have to really focus on the maintenance, because if you're commingling funds, or you're not maintaining it properly, and you're not addressing correspondence from the Secretary of State or the taxing authorities, and you're letting that go, you can get out of compliance in your LLC, and in some cases, states can just shut your LLC down with very little warning to you. And then if life throws you a curveball and you're out of compliance, then it's hellacious. And so if you're going to be in the business of owning rental income property, make sure that you have the proper protection there with the right limited liability company done properly for your situation. And I always say that we're happy to give you our complimentary input on your scenario. It can get complicated, important decisions. Estate planning gets involved, because you want to make sure that you're integrated with your estate plan, your living trust, when you're setting up an LLC. Anyways, important things to get done. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. Happy to get you connected with one of our experts to get you organized. And we'll see you next time.